everybody. My name is Martheus Wade, and I am the creator of Shinobi the Princess, and I draw comics and manga-inspired comics. That's a very important difference. I do manga-inspired comics. So, my studio is called Mar Production Studios, and we do comic books, we do coloring books, we do graphic design, and we do art classes as well. So, and we're going to be showing you some of our techniques that we use today. And we got 3 different types of techniques. We got digital, we got a little bit of painting, and we got a little bit of traditional pencil, ink, and paper. So these fine people are my family. This is my son. This is my
I am Anakin Wade, son of Martheus and Janet Wade, and my form of art is painting these sketch cards.
That's very nice. Hi. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Please stop. Okay, so I'm Janet Wade, and I'm married to this one and mother to this one. They're a tag team bowl of laughs. Okay. Wow, that sounded really old. So what I usually do is I traditionally sketch. I also work in digital mediums, so if my husband draws something and he passes it to me digitally to color, I'll color things digitally, but we're not going to show that today. I'm going to show like a simple technique that I do for sketch cards. In a style called chibi form, which is like the cute little baby looking characters. How I go ahead and sketch them out with pencil and inks, and then I pass them to Anakin here, who does his watercolors, and then we end up with these lovely sketch cards right here, and we take them to conventions and such, and we sell them, and he pockets all of the money.
Some of the money.
I get rich.
That's gonna change. But what I'm getting ready to do, what I'm doing, and what I'm going to demonstrate is that I'm going to be working in a traditional fashion, but I'm going to be using an iPad and the Apple Pen. All right, and you don't have to have an iPad and Apple Pen. You can have a Wacom tablet and a stylus, or a Surface Pro, or a tablet or something like that. It's just the techniques that I'm going to show you are going to be on the iPad. So let's get started. Okay, so everybody, you guys do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing. Don't be trying to cheat off my paper either.
Wow. Okay.
Y'all ready? Let's go.
Digital animation created to save the world. Digital animation, we were chosen to change the world. Digital animation created to save the world. Digital animation, we were chosen to change the world.
I am painting Rogue right now from X-Men, and right now I'm just doing the yellow parts of her. If I ever get this, the yellow's not coming out, but basically what I do is I do all the main color parts, and then they're easier, and then I move to the harder parts.
That if they notice, I'm drawing real loose. Like I start like super loose. Like a lot of people, they don't, they think that you have to draw and be like really tight. Like if I'm gonna draw a circle, it has to be a perfect circle, every time, and it doesn't. I do mine by, like, I love the discovery of art, so I like to be able to draw very loose and then define it later on, kind of almost like you're just
Like the green, because some of the parts of her that's green are covered up, so it takes a little bit longer. And then sometimes if it's lighter for a rogue or like any character, that you're painting, you have to just recolor with the same color onto that. So it wouldn't like,
Once it dries.
yeah, once it dries, so it wouldn't like be too light. And then I use the green, and I have all these greens, so I have to keep looking back and forth to figure out what green is right. And I honestly don't. Mix this green and red and yellow. Perfect. So this is what I think is supposed to be her green. Yeah. And basically, what if it's like that, and if it's like that type of green and it's light, you just color on it once it dries, which will be really quick. So I'm just going over to here. I'm going to paint this part green. This part green, and I'm going to paint the sides right here. And one thing about watercolor is I like it because you can make a mistake, and 99% of the time it will end up looking beautiful. And I always make mistakes, so
You can work.
watercoloring is perfect for me.
Yeah, and you can work. You can work really loose. You can work really loose in it.
You don't have to stay in lines.
Yeah, you don't have to stay in lines. You work really loose. It's easy to blend.
Obviously, at this point, you should know that our family likes being loose.
Very, very loose.
It's easy to be flexible. It's not so much stress because you're not supposed to be stressed out by doing art. Okay, I figured out who's doing the weird banana kick.
Dan.
It's gonna be Dan Hibiki.
Oh.
But he's like putting his whole entire effort into it, which is why I got him with this like super intense expression. Like look, he's gritting his teeth and stuff. So I start out very loose also, like Mr. Wade said. I call my husband Mr. Wade.
Why would you do that?
I don't. I just I just call him for social purposes. Anyways, so yeah, if you start out like I start out with like I don't know, with these chibi characters, I start out with like a form, the head, the body. Of course, nothing is really in great proportion, but it's in a cute proportion. And I try to channel some kind of energy, like this one. Before I realized he was going to be Dan Hibiki, it was just a character doing a super crazy kick that is all wrong because no one's legs should be bending that way. I wanted to channel that intense kick energy. You know how little kids, they will kick so hard and put their whole heart into it but not know what they're doing and almost hurt themselves? That's what I wanted this form figure to do. And then I had to figure out, okay, well, what character would kind of encompass that? And it's Dan Hibiki, because he tries so hard. He tries so hard. This person, I don't know. This is kind of like a heroic stance or a stance with confidence.
What if
you
you
know?
did Sagat?
Sagat right here?
Yeah, Sagat, because they hate each other.
Oh, yeah.
Sagat killed his dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dan, okay, so if this is Sagat, then Dan's trying to fight him and Sagat is just standing there like, what you doing, man?
Laughing at him.
Okay. And we do like pairing sketch cards a lot too, because it's kind of fun. Like Anakin's doing Rogue and Gambit right now because I have no idea what's going on in comics now, but they used to flirt a lot. So they're kind of flirting there.
Yeah.
And then right here we have the Red Rocket team as a pair.
We do a lot of we do some
Yeah,
pairing
you could
sketch
see her
cards.
hair goes into his, what's his name? Oh my God, I blanked out. Jesse James.
Jesse.
Okay, into James's panel, and James's elbow is going into Jesse's panel.
And you're supposed to like to get the Cause you're gonna look at James and be like, wait, who?
I
What is this?
gotta get Jesse too.
Yeah.
Or if you just not, then you just get James and someone else get Jesse, and you guys will become soulmates because that's how
Or
it
best
works.
friends.
Something. Or mortal enemies. Who knows? I don't know.
We help people fall in love with our sketch cards.
Guaranteed.
It's guaranteed.
No, not really. Talking about terrible kicks.
Oh.
You remember when I was little? I kicked. So we have this little thing in our house, and I kicked the wall, but my
kicked the
face
wall.
was too close, and I kneed myself in the nose.
Yeah.
When I was little.
He was
Yeah.
super limber.
Yeah. That was back in the day.
Way back in 1984. Wait,
You
that's
didn't
not-
exist.
1984. What?
I was like
Way back
8 years
in
old.
seven-
Please don't say that.
Way back in 1763.
God, what?
So what I'm doing right now is that I've got my form the way I want it. Now I'm going back and adding the details, you know. So this is the fun part that everybody likes to see happen. You know, this is the part where everybody's like, oh, he's drawing, because before, like, I was just kind of like doodling around.
Doodling.
So now I'm actually doing the drawing. I'm doing the do. So
Doing the do.
this is the character that I'm drawing from our book Shinobi Ninja Princess, the main character. So she's a ninja. She's very agile. So I'm drawing her super agile.
We have tiny
I
statues.
really love I really love drawing this character, man. It's she's fun to draw, very energetic, a whole lot different from where I the stuff that I used to do, or superhero stuff, because
They were all brooding.
everybody was all brooding and upset. She's not like that. She doesn't want to be like that at all. She wants to have fun.
She's a teenager.
Yeah.
She's not burdened with all that.
She's not.
Yet.
She's not yet. Not yet, anyway. So yeah.
They have these statues. We have statues of them.
Yeah, and this is actually this figure that I'm drawing right here. So
Which one?
Hmm?
Which one? There's
Well,
like four.
no.
There's 3 of them. And the one
Either
that's
one.
brown is an Oni, which is what? A Japanese demon.
Japanese demon,
It's
yes.
like a monster, and they usually have the one horn. Even though this character, Lum,
They
She
just
has
have
two.
to have a horn.
she is an Oni, but they're from space, so she got 2. They all have horns.
They have to,
They all
have to have a horn
They have to
be
have
an
a
Oni.
horn.
But but he was
Alright, I
from
think
our
I'm-
first book that we made. They made. I didn't even help, sadly.
You were little.
I was little. Yeah, let's put that excuse.
Digital animation created to say the word. Digital animation, we were chosen to change the world. Digital animation created